Most women are emotionally involved before they sleep with, but in today's world, no. I mean,
Yeah.
they sleep with the guy for nothing.
Yeah.
And then they expect the guy to be around them. Sex is not a tool. Sex is not a skill.
Right. They're probably, now we talked about small percentage of those who are easy to get over men.
Yeah.
Easy to get over women. I think there are a small percentage of men maybe who are just figuring themselves out in the beginning, who they're not very attractive to most women.
They're not. They're just, you know what?
And when they sleep with a woman,
yeah,
she's the whole world forever.
correct.
And what really hurts him is if that breakup suddenly happens because she's more attracted to
somebody else,
to Chad or Adonis or any of these other names that,
Yes.
that we can come up with.
Yes.
And then that young boy now has an inspiration to become Chad or Adonis or what have you. Like it's suddenly begun.
Well, most of the guys, this is my observation of in all my years of life. My observation is majority. Again, we're not talking about boys. We're talking about men.
Sure.
Majority men are deep into relationships.
Yeah.
Yet they get over them because they have something else to focus on.
Right.
And majority women are not focused on making a career. They're always expecting the guy to buy them that big diamond ring.
Right. And they seem more interested inside of family, relationships,
Exactly.
love, circle friends,
Yes.
like this.
So I'm not saying, oh, get over the guy. No, I'm saying once you know the relationship is over.
Yeah.
Once you know it, right?
Yeah.
Move on. Move on in your life. How long can...
But does that moving on include another man, or does it not necessarily?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
What do you think it would entail?
I think women need to be more focused on themselves. Like I keep telling you, they have to love themselves. Go to the gym, make a body, find some more skill, find a new skill, learn something, do something with your life.
Good friends probably too.
Yes, and good friends.
Which is probably tricky for women because they feel this strong
need to have a man.
Need to be acknowledged by people and need to connect to people.
Yeah.
And they might connect to toxic people in the beginning until they find people who are not as toxic.
Well, I made that mistake in my life. I was too clingy when I was a young girl because for me marriage was everything.
Sure.
You know, that's how we are brought up in my part of the world. Marriage is such a big deal.
Yeah.
In reality, I'm not saying marriage is not important. Marriage is very important. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, before you get there, you need to be somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You need to have your standing. You need to know who you are. You don't even know. You're expecting the guy to do this. You're expecting the guy to do that. And when the guy kicks you around,
yeah,
then you say, what the hell happened?
Right.
And why did it happen to me?
Right.
Because you didn't, first of all, in the first place, you didn't take the challenge of being somebody, of respecting yourself, of saying, these are my borders and I will not cross them.
That's interesting.
This is who I am. You have to first figure out who you are, right?
Because there's this interesting dynamic between what makes a woman really feminine, which is usually less borders and more openness. And so and you have an interesting blend of this, which me and you have talked about before, which is you're great at establishing borders on the fly, like bam, 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 bam. I think what would be really valuable for women to understand or to hear or to somehow nuance would be to create those borders and learn how to create those borders while still remaining very feminine and in touch with that
Absolutely.
energy.